Hello everybody, hope you've had an amazing weekend so far. It is your boy Trix, and today we're going to be doing the toy robot project in Elixir. Um, this is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do, where I just have the thing up on the left, and then on the right I just have the code up. In this stream, I am just going to be having this toy robot book up and a terminal up on the right hand side. I'm going to be reading the book from my phone because I don't know what the legality is of this, that I'm reading the book and going through it, but I'm showing you guys the book while I'm going through it, and you guys haven't purchased it, so you'll be able to see the contents of the book. So it's like a legal gray area that I don't want to kind of get into. So I'm hoping that just me coding is okay, and me not showing the book is okay. If it's not, then I'll just archive these streams, or unlist these streams, or remove these streams afterwards if it does become a problem. But I found this project I think is really good, and I wanted to go through it. And if the creator does somehow see this, or does think that this isn't okay, please feel free to reach out, or on the GitHub repository that I post this on, make an issue and I'll take down these videos. I just really hope that what I'm doing right now is okay. Cool. Anyway, let's see into... Yeah, also, the reason that I'm only going to be having the book up with the page that you can get it from is so that if someone does want to follow along or does want to check out the book, you can check out the link here. I I hope that I remember to put this in the description. If not, please someone comment or something and tell me, hey, put the link in the description. I hope I do remember, but just so that I don't forget, it's also up in the stream for the majority of the stream, so everybody should know, hey, check out the book. Anyway, I'm gonna get started. This is also going to be quite a dry stream, as I'm going to be reading it off of my phone. Again, apologies. I'll be coding on screen, but I'll just be reading it from my phone. So if you don't hear me talk for a while, it's because I'm just reading the book. I'll just set up a bit so you guys can see that I'm reading. Okay. Okay, so on the first page, it talks about how the robot is supposed to move. So the robot is in a 5x5 grid, and they are... So this is a top-down view of what it would look like. Okay. They can move forward one space in the direction it's facing, and it can turn to face a different direction. It's supposed to ignore any commands that would make it fall off that grid. It should be able to tell us where it is, I'm guessing XY position, and the direction it's facing. So north, south, east, west. North, east, south, west, sorry. I don't know why I said north, south, east, west. So it will receive commands from a file, so it'll just read it in. I'm guessing we can do something with, I don't know what they are in Elixir, but I'm assuming it has something like byte buffers that you can read in a file as an input stream, write it to a buffer, or an asynchronous file channel that's in Java. I don't really like that class, but using a file channel to read in the file as an input stream, writing it to a buffer, and then using that buffer to execute commands. Or you could just read it in as a string, but doing that is a lot heavier on usage. Oh, cool. He has one in Ruby as well. Oh, cool. There's a free copy of the book for Ruby. Okay, so the Ruby version is same place, right? But it's I'm just gonna copy this link instead of what I'm going to do. So it is toy robot slash c slash been there done that, and this is the Ruby version, which is free. So if anybody does want to check this out, he's got a Ruby version that you can go through. Check it out. um, I'm guessing that is free if you get the book. If I just remove this, what happens? Okay, cool. Damn. I'm very sorry for the creator that I shared that. Please check out the book. Do not use that link. Please use this one and actually credit the creator. Please, please, please. Okay, there we are. Now that I've said that, let's get back to the Elixir one. Nice. So in Elixir, data is just immutable by default, kind of like in Rust, unless you specify to make that data mutable. So he has the final code of this project available. I do not want to look at it, but it's good to know that he does link to it. I just want to check, does he have other publications? Because this was last updated in 2022. There's the Joy of Elixir, Maintainable Rails, Toy of Robot, Active Rails. So, whoops, that's Ruby, Elixir, Elixir, Ruby. What is the Apollo handbook? Oh, this is JavaScript. Interesting. Okay. Anywho. Nice. So the first thing that in chapter, that was just the preface, right? So in chapter 1 he talks about what this toy robot exercise is called for like different interviews. When I was doing an interview with I'm not gonna say what the company name is, they called it the Mars rover interview question, where you're trying to find water and you're only allowed to, you have like a maze or something, right? And to get through the maze you can only move forward, you can only move in the direction you're facing, and it's the same project. You can only move in the direction you're facing, and you get to turn left, right, or whatever. You get to also orientate yourself based on that. It needs a bit more inputs because you can only turn left or right to face a specific direction. And it was that in the maze you could encounter water. If you encounter water, you're supposed to turn around and find a different way to get there, right? So a bit like the toy robot project, but a little bit different in the same way. Okay, cool. So he's got a description here as well, which I might just make a readme for. So if I just put that there, and then enter the toy robot the toy robot to the toy robot I'm probably only going to be doing it in Elixir anyway. The toy robot. When I get round to Ruby, I might rename this to the toy robot Elixir, but for now I'm just going to leave it as the toy robot. So if I get in it, okay, let's touch readme.md, and then there we go. So is there a better place I can put this so I can read it? Okay. I'll put it there. Actually, I can rotate my phone. That's a lot smarter. Rotate. Rotate. Not rotating. Okay, fair enough. I'll just have to do my best reading this. Okay, so it is. No, that's not the right one. There we go. The toy robot. Let me use this one. There we go. Sorry if I'm off camera, I'm reading this and like it's very tiny text on my phone. I don't have a getting started section. Nope. Nope. Usage. Nope. Roadmap. Contributing. Don't have anything. Don't have anything. License. Don't have anything. Authors. I'm going to credit this author. There we are. So let me just control. Oh, whoops. Dollar. Oops. I need to go into here. Dollar. No. 0. No. V. Dollar. No. Dollar. No. What? There we go. Okay, so the application reads a file using name plus in the command line. The following commands are valid. Place X, Y, F, move, left, right, report. Place will put the toy robot on the table in position X, Y, and facing north, south, east, or west. The origin 0, 0 is the southwestmost corner. All commands are ignored using this valid measure. A valid place is made. Until a valid place is made, move. Just, again, sorry, the stream is going to be very dry with me just reading. Oh, I just clocked something. There we go. So we're going to start out by making just the move command instead of following all the other commands, because move is the easiest one to do. Because the way that the authors described it, when you think of doing move with the robot, you can just think of it as a number line. If you're moving, you're only moving forward, you're just changing your position from 0 to increment each time you want to move, which makes sense. And then if you move backwards, it's just going to do the same thing. You decrement each time. So he's structuring it in a way that you just follow a move, you ignore everything else, and you just do that first, which makes sense. You want to be able to just do something, focus on one thing, and then move on. Ooh, there's a new command. Ooh, this might have been a bad idea. Okay, let me just toy robot. Ah, damn. Okay. Cool. So it's saying inside test helper and toy robot test, we can remove these. Wait, remove the placeholder test that live in toy robot test. So test helper is fine because it just starts Xing it. This we need to remove. Oh, module just class, that makes sense. Because it tests functionality that we're not going to be using. We're going to be rewriting the whole functionality ourselves. So they're creating test toy robot underscore test dot exs. Okay, so in test, let me remove this. Nope. Okay, so in here they've got test toy robot, then robot test.exs. There we go. There we are. Then what they have is the do I not have damn, okay. I don't have Elixir installed on this. Okay. Doctors, robot, and okay, so we've got def module toy robot dot robot test do, then use xunit dot case doc test toy robot dot robot, and then end. Right now, I'm just going to. Nope, I want that. That's great stuff. Ugh, okay. The language server for Elixir is not working. That's for Elm. Ember.js, emit, Python, erg, Let's install the Erlang one and just see if that works. Well, that's great. Oh, good God. Cool. That's amazing. Oh, cool. So inside lib, this is a doc test. Okay, cool. So we don't need this, but we do need toy robot /robot dot ex. Hello, toy robot ex. Oh, forgot to. Dev module. Do. Nice. Thank you. So I might not have the linter, I mean the code highlighting, but at least notices that it's Elixir and gives me the syntax highlighting. That's great. At least I have something. I mean the snippets. At least I have something. Mr. Robot forward one space. Then we've got an example. Whoops, that's not what I want. Example. There we go. Yes. Alias toy robot dot robot. Then we've got toy robot dot robot. Then ex to percentage position 0 percentage position 0. Then we've got ex robot. Ooh, what's that? That's a no. That's this. Yep. Robot dot move. Then we've got position colon 1. Then we've got ex robot dot move. dollar position. I mean percentage position colon 3. There we go. Then we've got def move robot do. There we go. That's all that's there. This function will take a robot argument and then adding to the documentation, the function should increase the robot's position by 1 each time the function is called. The function receives a map with a position key and also returns a map in the same shape. And so we can pipe chain several calls of robot.move /1 together. Oh, this is robot equals. There we go. I was wondering where robot came from. First move is robot once with robot move and asserts that its final position is 1. The second test asserts that when we move the robot 3 times by piping training. Oh, so it doesn't store state, so this would need robot move. Hang on, robot move. So then we'd have a pipe chain of robot.move. There we go. So the way to test this is to do mix test. Ah, whoops. Did I write it wrong? 1, 2, 3. Oh. There we go. So the way that they do it is that full stop here is full stop. Okay. So they return they go into here and then do percentage position colon robot dot position plus 1, right? And then when you run your increment, you can't do, I don't believe you can do plus plus because that increments the original value and it's supposed to be immutable. Cool. So it's now saying we should do move east and move west, right? Because currently this on the lumber line, if you imagine it, you're just moving along on the right, right? North east, so you're just moving east. So east, 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 and east. All this needs to do is east, right? So if I run mixed test again, it passes. So an easy way to do move west is in the same file we can just yank this, right? Jump down to 16, print it, right? And then we just change this to west, 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 and then west. This will be -1, -3. This is west, and this is -1. So if you run mixed test, 2 are passing. now they're introducing the y-axis instead of just the x-axis. So this, we're just moving along the x-axis, right? Either going 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, or -1, 0, -2, 0, -3, 0, etc., right? Because you're always on 0. You're still always on the same horizontal plane. Now, we're introducing the vertical plane, so you can go up and down, so north and south. Legit. The first sentence of this bit is, this kind of thing is often referred to as a Cartesian plane by mathematicians and other people who like sounding smart. I literally just called it a plane. Same thing, same thing. The way I think about it is like a grid, right? X and Y axis. Some people call it a Cartesian plane. Some people call it like a matrix because you're moving in the matrix to a different position. Well, the matrix is not the right word because matrix times is two coordinates, one on this side, one on this side to get a values. But you're moving in an axis. So origin 00 is southwest most corner. Which makes sense because if you have a grid and you start in 00, everything positive is east, everything positive vertically is north. I don't like that. So what they've done is they've renamed this position to east because you're going to have distance moving east and distance moving north. I'm going to rename this to x and y because you're moving in the x direction, you're moving in the y direction. It makes sense to me. I don't know if that will make sense to other people, but it makes sense to me. X. 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 Whoops. Back. X. X. There we go. Now, just to check, if I mix test, it should run, it should pass. Yep. Oh, that's pretty cool. So what I can do is, I thought I'd have to edit the original test to accommodate it, but apparently you can just do this. So I can yank this, I can jump down to 34, right? I can print that, move north, which is Y, north, Y, Y, north, 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 north. There we go. South. There we go. I'm gonna call it there for today. We're about 15 pages in of 200. So this might be a long series while I'm reading at a snail's pace and coding at the same time. But I'm gonna say, currently, I think it's pretty good. I know what we've done is like very simple and that, but currently I think it's pretty good. Anyway, we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.